Masterbeef is made up of two main parts. The first one is I had the need to capture images of my carcasses in the abattoir, as well as get a consistent measure of the traits I require: marble score and fineness, distribution. So that's the camera side of it. The app was developed to work on that. Then the other side of it is the database side, which is a database housed and worked on by Mackay IT company. Now what it does is it takes all this information from about 11 different databases, and one of our biggest issues in all industries is pulling data together. So it pulls all that data together, links it up to each animal, and that allows us to do massive things with that data as far as using artificial intelligence to predict the traits we're chasing. About 10 years ago, when I was down in Casino and I was killing our carcasses, and I had an idea with the guy who used to sell the meat for me about how we could capture the image of each piece of meat and sell that meat based on that. It even transformed into a special app that you could have at the dining experience. You can see the genetics of the animal, it's where it come from, basically see it, the animals in the paddock. I thought the Europeans at that stage would have liked that, but as it turned out I was a little bit too far ahead of the market, so I shelved it for years, and then about 5 years ago we cranked it up again, but it's sort of come back in a different format now. It's more of a genetic and genomic production or selection tool. The genomics of our cattle, or the genetics of our cattle, explains a bit over half of what their outcome will be in the carcass. The other half of that would be the way that they're managed, their nutrition, the way that they're raised. So what we can control is the genetics, and to the best of our ability we control what goes down their throat. It doesn't really matter who you talk to in this industry. Everyone knows that we should be producing or reproducing the best genetics. But when I say to them, what are your best genetics? That sort of question is a little bit hard to answer for a lot of people. So for me, it's about how do I go about finding those best genetics. So once we know the question, the technologies are out there for us to answer those questions. So I just went about putting all those technologies in best practice. Years ago I knew what I wanted, and I knew it would take a lot, but we've just kept chipping away, and it's there now. I look at it and I'm impressed with what it can do and what it can predict. I'd like for the younger generation to get involved now while there's a bit of money in there for people to spend on getting the adoption of the technologies. Then that will take them out the other end in a better position to deal with it when the pressures come back on again.